24-meter trawler yacht built by TAKA Yachts from Istanbul in 2013. The yacht was built to CE Class A certificate. She was barely used over the years. Last year has been extensively refitted. Now she's seriously for sale. She has very unusual layout, so bear with me and follow me during this walkthrough. If you want to skip from one part to the other, just click the chapters which you will find at the video description below. If you want to learn more about this boat, you can visit our website by using the link at the video description below. You will find the photos and the full specifications and the general arrangement. So let's start. So we will be starting at the bow today. Let's have a first look how this boat looks from forward. Now the boat has been built in 2013. She was barely used over the years. At the moment her main SCANIA engine has only 300 running hours. Last year she has went through a refit where she has been refreshed. Hardtop has been added, new teak decks at the fly bridge, and some other things which I'm going to point out during the video. So we are entering the pilot house. It's a simple pilot house with basic equipment, but it has everything needed to navigate this boat safely. Fantastic view forward. Let's quickly see what we have here. The equipment is from Simrad. We have a chart plotter and radar screen, depth sounder, wind indicator, both controllers for the SCANIA engine. The autopilot is part of this screen. Here is the button for the autopilot, and of course the throttles, bow thruster from side power, and electrical steering. Down here we have the VHF. The boat was constructed for CE certificate Class A, means ocean, which is the highest CE certificate. So from here we will go down, and this cabin that we are going to see basically can be used as a guest cabin as well as crew cabin. So it's a twin cabin with wide beds, and it has its own ensuite here, and this ensuite has another door, which is this one, and that means that this toilet here can be used as a day toilet. So we have the toilet, sink. The boat feels as a new boat, though she has been built in 2013 after the refreshment last year. Everything feels absolutely new on this boat. Let's check the flooring here. And the shower. Beautiful, clean and odorless. The hull of this yacht has been built from wood, from mahogany wood, laminated with epoxy, and as we go to the engine room I will show you the fantastic quality of construction. Moving backwards, and here we have the galley. There is a big domestic fridge, stainless stainless steel from Arçelik with the freezer at the top and fridge here. We have a Bosch oven here and a dishwasher, all new, as well as the stove, one large sink, working surfaces, and plenty of storage all around, up above the working surfaces and below down here. Now we will make a quick visit at the fly bridge. Okay, we are climbing 7 stairs up. You can see now in the camera the hard top. Also there is a rail, holding rail at the top, which is useful. And let's have a look around before we go into the details. Wet bar, beautiful sitting area. Okay, so sitting area, let's see what we have with the wet bar. We have here 2 barbecue stations, electrical from Gaggenau. Down here, beverage fridge, small sink, and down here from the other side we have an ice maker. Now this is a nice feature, old style sailing yachts, hatches with classic design which can provide fresh air directly to the salon. Small fitness machine, 2 life rafts, and a crane which can lift 500 kilograms from a company named Ezberci, which is a very good company in Turkey. And this crane will lift the dinghy, which is located just the side of the yacht down here. Now there is a searchlight here at the back, very useful for Mediterranean anchorage at night here in South Turkey, in Greece, maybe elsewhere. And here again, this beautiful Sundeck, which is a very nice size for a 24-meter yacht. So we are moving slowly, making our way back, and our next station's going to be the Saloon. Going down and turning into the corridor on the port side and moving backwards. Now later on we will visit the guest cabins, which has unusual layout. So that's the salon. It's not a very big salon, but very intimate, very functional. Here again, these ventilation windows up here on the ceiling, the hatches which can provide fresh air, very nice feature. And there is a pop-up TV here, switches to open it are inside there in a drawer. And we are moving slowly backwards to see this beautiful aft deck. wide and comfortable. This table with the extensions will seat comfortably 8 guests. Now you can also see the condition of all the woodwork around. It's all in very good condition. Same for the ceiling, which is painted white. And of course the teak decks. Let's have a close look at the teak decks, which are in fantastic condition. Now this hatch is the second entrance to the engine room. There is another one which we are going to see soon. And there is another maneuvering station which has the throttles, bow thruster, and electrical steering. So this is very useful again for stern to anchorage and docking. Moving again backwards, we can see the water platform, which has a nice good size. You can place here some chairs, and there is a swimming ladder which is connected to these docking places. And moving up again from the port side, there is another capstan here, electrical capstans from Data. You can see the port side just ahead of us, and we can definitely have impression of the condition of the paint of the yacht. It definitely looks beautiful and in good condition. Now from here we will move back into the salon. It's a good opportunity to see the salon from a different angle. And we will go now to see another 3 guest cabins, which the first one is going to be the master cabin, which is located on the main deck. Unusual location, but quite good. So this is the entrance to the master cabin. It's a very nice master cabin. Has a huge window to the port side, which provide great light and view outside. Has a lot of storage places for personal belongings here, down here, and just in front of the camera. And for privacy, this window can be shaded. There are switches which I'm operating with my right hand at the moment, so you can have full privacy. And also these windows can be opened and provide fresh air. So we are in South Turkey, and this is typical landscapes. Now we are moving slightly forward into the ensuite of this master cabin. Toilet and sink, and another window which can provide fresh air. And here at the right hand side there is a very big shower, beautiful shower with sitting option, with thick flooring. The boat is clean and odorless. So turning back into the cabin, another option to see this cabin from a different angle, and we will move to see the other 2 guest cabins. This is the way to them. We have here 6 or 7 stairs. Now there are two big identical cabins. One is here and the other one is here on the starboard side. Let's start with the one on the starboard side, and you can see there are two big beds and there is an option to connect them, so that makes a huge double bed, which is a nice option, depend on the guests, couples or singles or children, so this can be adjusted according. Place for personal belongings and ensuite toilet and sink, additional light here, and then again a window which can be opened when it's possible and safe to provide fresh air. Same nice classic design door for the showers and a good size shower. So go quickly to see the other cabin, which is identical by size and by design. Again, a twin cabin with an option to connect in between the beds and to create a huge double bed. Two big windows with an option to open them for fresh air. Storage area and ensuite with toilet, sink and shower. Okay, so that was the 4 guest cabins. As I said before, the very forward cabin that we saw at the beginning of the video can be used as an additional crew accommodation for 4 crew, and now we will see the other 2 crew beds. And as I'm speaking about that, we are passing through this door, which was, I'm opening again to demonstrate, and entering the crew area. Now again, this is a little bit of unusual arrangement, so let's explain step by step. There are 2 big cooling systems here, one from Vestel, which is a domestic fridge with freezer and fridge, and there is a huge freezer, which is this one, which is a great thing to have on a yacht. You can store tons of meat and fish and other provisioning and stay a long time at the sea, and not with no need to provision yourself. So there is another bed here for crew. It's quite a good size bed, and there is a sink here that the crew can use for hygiene. On the other side, this side, there is a toilet for the crew. It is very clean, very well maintained, and there is an option to take a shower here as well. It's a wet toilet shower. And on the other side, on the starboard side, there is the captain bed, which is a wide bed, and deep inside at the moment we put a little bit of laundry there to clear out the space for the video. Down here there are 2 machines, washing machines, which are also dryer from Arçelik. And all in all, this is how this cabin looks. And all in all, the volume for the crew feels quite nice, and there is open windows in both sides, so there is fresh air here and natural light. Now we will be moving now backwards through a watertight door. As I mentioned in one point in the video, the boat has been built to CE certificate class A. One of the requirements is to divide the boat with watertight doors. This is one of them. And we are moving into the engine room, and there are quite interesting things here. So first of all, the engine room is big, and the engines are very close to the hull. It means that that all the weight, the main weight which the engines are creating, is very low. Here we have a boiler for hot water. There are two SCANIA engines here with only 300 working hours. And as I said at the beginning, I would like to show you the construction of this boat. Now, this boat is wood laminated, and this is an amazing example of the quality, how she was constructed. You can see that the main frames where the engines are lying are actually laminated. They are built from different parts of wood for extra strength. You can see that every gap has been filled with epoxy, like here. This is not water, this is epoxy to avoid water to get into the corners. And the boat is now 8 years old, so you can see that the whole boat from inside is protected by epoxy, by quality epoxy. You will see it everywhere. I'm going to open the bilge also to show you that. Now, additional information is that this is the air conditioning system. It has 2 units, and there are 2 tanks, fuel tanks here, port side and starboard, just behind the engine, which are from stainless steel. Both, each one of them has 2,500 liters of fuel. You can see in our website, which you will find in the video description below, the link to it, the range and the speed, the cruising speed and the maximum speed. Here again, I want to show you the bilge of this boat, which is quite amazing, because this is the bilge. There is nothing underneath that. So you can see that the main keel frame is in the middle, and everything is clean and protected with epoxy, and all the corners are full with epoxy. So water cannot gather here, and if they gather, it is totally separated from the wood, which is mahogany wood, which is very resistible even if it's moistured. So this is an amazing example of quality wooden mahogany laminated yacht. Here is the part where the shaft is penetrating into the water. So you can see how it was reinforced with extra fiber together with epoxy, and it's again in amazing condition, and everyone who understands about construction, I'm sure will appreciate these parts. So let's have a last quick look at this engine room. It's a very good engine room to function, to deal with service, with troubleshoot. Everything is accessible. The height is enough to go nearly straight standing, so it's really good. Now we are moving backwards, and we are passing another watertight door which separate the hull area, and we are entering another part of the engine room, which contains a water tank from stainless steel, a generator here from Cummins Onan. That's the small generator. That's the hydraulic system which power the steering. We have a bigger generator here of 17.5 kilowatts. We have a big water maker here from FSM. You can see the membranes up here. This water maker will produce 350 liters per hour, which is quite a lot for the size of the boat. Behind the membranes we can see batteries which are all new. They have been changed at the beginning of the year. And completing our turn, we can see this door, which is actually a hatch which is leading back to the deck. So here again we're outside. If you need additional information about this boat, you can visit our website by using the link at the video description below. You will find many photos of the boat and the full specification list.